2, 3.
And it goes a little something like.
How can you a summer and after I'll keep.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Listen, this is your boy Brian D. Oh, it's me, Brian D. Oh, it's me, Brian D. Oh, it's me, Brian D. Did y'all miss me? Cause I missed y'all. Let me tell y'all, before we start with anything, okay, make sure y'all go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe, because the numbers have been, we've been inching up there, and hey, I take it. So keep it going. Yes, y'all, I love that. Love each and every one of y'all for tuning in and engaging with everything that I am putting out. I really do appreciate it more than y'all know. And make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram at the.brian_, because why aren't you interacting with me? I don't know, but we need to connect. Yeah, okay. But make sure y'all do all of that. Listen, I am coming to y'all today with a relatively shorter video, but it's more of an update video. So, look, y'all. I had a little moment before we even started recording because this first week of sobriety has been a challenge, to say the least, and we will get into why it has been a thing for me and what has kind of been coming up and things of that nature. But yeah, so if you have not watched my last video on sobriety, please go watch that video to give you context for this current video, because I'm just updating you all. So those that may have not seen it yet, and those that already have watched it, y'all know that I am on this 30 days of no alcohol, edibles, or caffeine thing. And I ain't gonna hold you, for the first couple days, I'm like, okay, like, I'm not, engaging in it or anything, or I'm not going to buy nothing, I'm not going to, do anything. So, I think I was cool. And maybe like the first day or two, so I ain't gonna hold y'all. The day before the first, so June 30th, I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and drink some alcohol, because I said, wait a minute. We gonna have to. Yeah, thank you. One last time. So I did that, and I think the day one was more of my body kind of detoxing everything out of my system. So I personally counted day two as my day one, but I'm like, hey, it is what it is. But even on day one and two, I realized that emotionally there were some things starting to come up. Like, I would try to go to sleep, and I started to internal narratives started to come up for me, and I'm like, uh-oh. Like, I haven't heard that in a while. I haven't, thought that in a while. I haven't considered that in a while. Like, oh wow, okay. And a lot of uncomfortable, darker thoughts and emotions started to rise up for me, honestly speaking. And I'm just like, it kind of just hit me in a moment where I'm like, yo, is this what I've kind of been avoiding by way of drinking and engaging in other things? Like, is this what I've kind of been, like, trying to go around or trying to not face? And just different things with, like, relationships and how I kind of see them right now, and how do I see myself in relationships, and am I good enough for it, and all these things kind of just started to come up. And I realized in that moment that, like, oh wait, yeah, no, alcohol, even caffeine, has been like that comforting thing. Like, so much so, the first couple of days my sleep has been off. Like, I never realized how much of a sleeping aid those things has become, like a sleeping aid for me. Like, I'm just like, oh wow, it's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, the sun is coming up, and I still ain't sleep. And I haven't started my new job yet, so I'm just like, I don't have to be up for nothing, but I'm like, I'm not going to sleep until like 5, and then waking up maybe like 11 o'clock to go to the bathroom, and then going back to sleep, but not really waking up until about like 2 p.m., 3 o'clock. I said, hold on, whoa. But I didn't beat myself over it. I just kind of took it as inventory, like, like, okay, got it, cool. So on the personal end, me staying in the house, I was good, I was great, I was wonderful. But then came 4th of July. Listen, and this for my older crowd, obviously, but a bottle starts getting passed around, and I'm just like, I ain't buying it. Something is like, mind you, there was an internal like, I ain't gonna do it, and it's like, but I want it though, and it's the exact alcohol that I'm like, like, oh my God. Like, out of all bottles to be popping up right now, of course, it would just, okay. Anyways. So, I ended up, like, sneaking, trying to, like, get a couple of shots in. And I realized in that moment, I was just like, why did I do that? I didn't need to. But I think, when I think about it now, it's more of a thing of, I don't even know what it was specifically, because I haven't even taken the time to really just sit down and think about it. But I realized how much, there it goes. I realized how much of a temptation it actually is for me, as far as when I make the decision to not do or not partake, and it's in my face, I have to sit on or lean on my discipline, my self-discipline of like, hey, we made the decision, let's honor the decision that we've made, kind of thing. And I didn't beat myself up over it or anything like that, but I think it kind of signaled to me that, oh wait, no, this is a temptation for me right now. I need to acknowledge that. So I made it, very known to those that are, a part of my like close knit community, and those that I trust and that I know that won't judge me but push me towards the decision that I've made in this month. And and even my brother was like, did you just, I thought you wasn't drinking. I said, I know, I'm sorry. And we joked about it, but it's that level of accountability of like, now why you, come on now. But yeah, I think overall I'm realizing how much alcohol specifically has been an avoidant thing for me, in the sense of like, and when it's actually happening, I don't think I'm thinking like, oh, I want to avoid, but I'm just like, I just want to relax. I just want to, and then a reoccurring thought that I've had for years now that I haven't really gotten to the bottom of is this idea of wanting to disappear, and just wanting to go away. And I think that it may be attributed to like that escapism that I know that I like deal with very consistently, of like, I just want to go do me, not be bothered with anything, not be bothered with any responsibilities, not be bothered with, being an example for anybody. I just don't want to be bothered, and that weight of responsibility can kind of, when I look at it from the wrong perspective, it can be overwhelming, in the sense of like, I think it's all me, and I have to do these things, and I have to cross every T and dot every I. But really and truly, it's a thing of like, hey, even me sharing this right now about the journey and me having a slip up, this within itself can be an example or a point of reference for somebody. Like, I don't have to, oh well, y'all, I didn't drink this week, congratulations, woo, and I know I'm lying, like less than 24 hours ago, like what are you talking about? But I think even in having slips or having falls, having the boldness and the courage just to get back up again and try, I think that's the bigger thing. Now, I'm not being like, oh, not making it a habit, well, right when I cut this camera, I'm going to go get me a bottle. No. But it is a thing of like, hey, I made a decision. There was a temptation presented to me. I did not cross that T. But I'm still committed to trying and still going towards the decision that I made for this month. So, yeah, I think what I really want to kind of drive in here is, if you make a decision and you may have not completed it in its fullness, or you may have not, done it to its utmost perfection, just get back up. And I think that's my biggest thing. And I think even when I think about it, as far as like me growing up in my childhood and stuff like that, me being the only boy in the house for a very long time before my mom got remarried, I think I had this thing of like perfectionism, and if I don't do it to the utmost excellence, then it's just I'm the horrible person. Shame and condemnation come in, and they just be trying to, communicate something that to me that's not true, or accurate. But I think even as I kind of have gone through this first almost week, in like 2 days, I think I'm realizing more and more of like, hey, yes, stay committed to your decision, period. But at the same time, if you find yourself in a space and place where you do slip up, it's get back up, try again, be open with those that you are accountable to, which I have, and keep going. Like, keep going. So I think ultimately for this week, that is the message. Keep going, period. And even if it's beyond sobriety, even if it's being in the gym or whatever goals that you may have, staying true or staying on point or in alignment with whatever you decided to do is extremely important, because I think oftentimes we rob ourselves of, the fullness of what an accomplishment could be, because we had one mishap, one failure, one hurdle, and we didn't quite cross it. So then it's like, what's the worth? What's the use of, keep going, continuing? And I think overall, I have to, and like I said, I was just crying before I got on this camera. But it's a thing of like, keep going. Yeah, you slipped up. Yeah, you have some things coming up internally, and you kind of just wanted to woosah for a second. Cool. But we know where it came from. Let's investigate that point and keep going. I'm like, it's only the 5th today. Keep going. Like, so that is the video. Just keep going, keep progressing, keep pursuing, and don't allow little mishaps or little minor failures hinder you from getting back up and continuing to go. So that is the video. Y'all continue to keep me up in y'all prayers, because we out here. And yeah, that's really it. I hope y'all had an amazing holiday weekend. I hope y'all stay safe, because people is crazy out in these streets, okay? But other than that, like as always, please, y'all been engaging in the comments more, and I really do appreciate it. I love that. Please engage in the comments and how this may have or not apply to you, if you may have experienced something similar or something outside of what I just, kind of just talked through. But yeah, ultimately, just keep going, y'all. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at the.brian_. I'm going to go ahead and pray and cry a little bit more once I cut this camera off. So, y'all have a great week. We'll check back in next week. 'Cause I have no idea where I'm going to end up, but I might strive to be as open and vulnerable and honest with you all those that will come in contact with this. But yeah, I love y'all, and y'all know what it is. Until next, I will see you later.
No more walking by the flesh. That's when I leave. God told me